Hello, it's me. And oh shit, the music's still playing. No! I don't think you guys can hear that, but it's in my ears. Also, I'm rusty as shit at this. I have not done any of the normal setup and stuff that I normally do. Hence why the game is not showing, and oh god, where is that? Rebuilt game capture. No, it's not Hotline Miami anymore. There we go. And then there's visuals, there's audio. You beauty. Yes. Hello. I'm back. I realized I have a job thingy in like Deja Vu. Yeah, because I always fuck up. I realized I have a job thingy in my biggie interview tomorrow afternoon. So it's like, yeah, I should probably do some streams just in case I suddenly got employment and stuff. Anyway. Thank you for the people who have just rocked up, and thank you to the Rodents for the Prime. Thank you to the Kinkin Pen for the subscription at Tier 2. And one that hasn't popped up, and I'm still not sure why. Somebody gave me 10 subs. Thank you, Punderful Hour. I was not live the other day. I kind of booted this up and was like, shout out, shout out, shout out. 10 subs? What? Anyway. I did choose a good, and let's, there you go, that changes the music a bit so I can hear it myself a bit better. Let me know audio, sounds, all of that shit. It's been a minute. Things could be fucked. It's all gravy? Sick. I will say one of the apparently base things that I've done was the last game that I played before I went on break was Hotline Miami. Because apparently a lot of people are like, oh, cool, they played Hotline Miami, and then I come back and play this shit. Okay. I've gotten gold on all the maps. Therefore, whatever I'm doing around here, I don't know. How do I even control where I'm going and shit? Oh, it's left and right trigger. Okay, so we'll start with the baby car. And I think we have to go right from the start. Yeah, some people have beaten times. One day you'll finish the extra story stuff. Yeah, probably. Could do. But yeah, I will get back to it at some point, and yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like, oh god, how do I play? Hang on. Trigger is that. X is the skid, and then that's the reverse / brake. Yeah, cool. Oh god, I have gone straight for the big yards. Anyway. Wait, there's a button just to do that, isn't there? I feel like there's been all sorts of shenanigans that have happened since last time I've streamed, and now I'm just like, no, nothing's happened. I've got nothing to talk about. My brain's not ready to load any of that. I mean, what have I been up to? I mostly have been gardening and doing job stuff. The garden, going well. I did start trying to draw on a little baby capsicum, like I was trying to do fun little doodles on him, like being like, oh, it's a little guy with a little schmeenus, because it had like the stem of the flower still in it and stuff. Then after that, I realized, because the other plants weren't growing them, they were growing much better. Like, he'd grown the fruit too early, so I had to take him off the tree, and I was like, well, I can't draw doodles on that. Well, he's gone. But now my capsicum and chilies are all doing well, because I did that where I took off the early fruit, and now they're all refruiting, and it's going to be great. I'm going to have too many. The trend of having too many cucumbers is still continuing somehow. I would have thought the fucking plants would have died by now, but no. There is an apple tree, but that's not doing great. It's dropping all its fruit before they're ready. It is what it is. And I'm getting all of the herbs. Slowly. Holy shit, how am I supposed to beat everyone's times? I am so rusty at this. Blah, blah. One thing that has happened though, I've been jobless long enough that Centrelink's like, hey, we need you to prove... I don't think prove's the right way to do it. Say it, sorry. We need you to now do a course or two. Apparently they're supposed to have sent me notification about this over the Christmas break, which I looked back at the logs, and by logs I mean my email. They did, but the website cocks up over the Christmas break because they're like, you don't need to do any point stuff, so we're not going to tell you all the things that you should be doing. So that disappeared. They gave me a call and they're like, hey, we want you to basically be like, hey, we want you to do a course that says you know how to write a resume, you know how to do an interview, like the lamest of possible things. I hit the wall and it's over. Probably, yes. And it's like, okay, yeah, cool. How long's that going to take? Oh, it's a 3-week course, 4 days full-time a week. So... that's a fucking lot. Right? Like... I have a almost full-time gig of just learning how to write resumes. Not getting... well, technically getting paid, because it's Centrelink, but, you know... that's a job in itself. Yeah, like... I've talked to a couple people about this. One person mentioned that they've done it and it's the most depressing thing ever. I'm like, oh, great. And then someone else is like, yeah, like, you can just probably do that in a week. Like, that's like you're shocking at interviews, but I don't know. Apparently some of it was also like how to apply for online. And there is part of me that's kind of interested in doing it to be like, have they changed it for the current landscape of you need to shoot out a bajillion fucking things, like what Centrelink's asking for you is like nowhere near enough to actually get a job half the time because of how many people are applying for the bloody jobs. Are they going to tell you to use AI? I don't know. God damn it. Yeah, that was the thing. It was just like, oh, okay, well, I have an interview, because this happened, like last week, I think? I don't know, time is weird that I had this call, but I was like to the lady, it's like, what if I have a job, because I have a job interview, and she's like, if you have days that you need to work because you have a job, you have to call up that morning, be like, hey, I can't come in. So you have to keep calling up every day to be like, hey, I can't come in. Until you hit, it was like 45 hours worth of work. So it's got to be more than a normal work week's worth of work before you can say, no, I don't need to do this course anymore. Do I know what happens if that job falls through? No. But it was kind of just like, oh, this is fucking wild. God damn. I'm not even close to my best. Yeah, that was a fun call. They didn't give context for the call at all. So I was shitting my pants, being like, are they about to be like, hey, we're not giving you any more Centrelink, kill yourself. I mean, sorry, unalive yourself. Wait, this is Twitch, I think that should be fun. Anyway. So, like, yeah, that was a bit. Because I was thinking of trying to get back into it last week and then had that call and it's like, I don't want to talk to people today. It's too much. Yeah. That was a bit of a mean thing. And then... to all the Australians, happy national, you have to sign up for government ID posting if you want to look at porn day. I feel like some people are in the know, some people are maybe get a surprise today. There's one surprise. We have now got... I don't think it's exactly the same as the UK's rule, but it is now in effect. You have to do the old facial... Well, I don't know exactly what you're going to have to do. It's probably a site-by-site basis. But you have to prove you're an adult to go online and look at the funny... the boobies. That was put in a news article Friday. It's been technically something that's in the works for a while. It was going to be out with all the banning the kids from online stuff way back when, but it didn't come through then. Oh, I got close to my vest. The boobies. Yeah. So yeah, basically it means I hit continue. No, we're going back. Basically, yeah, for a lot of the, I will say, major sites, you're going to have to work out ways to how you want to circumnavigate that. I think everyone here is clever enough to think of multiple ways to circumnavigate that, but that's up to you. I will admit, because people were posting about it Sunday, being like, oh, these sites are already fucking locked down. I had a look around and, you know, it's pretty much as anyone who would have thought about it would expect. The major ones have put their limits on because there's too much attention on them, but then you've probably all found a website that's a little bit off the beaten track. Not for weird shit, just because you did. And yeah, those are fine. Like, this is the dumbest thing because it's just, like, you can talk about all you want, like being like, oh, is protecting the kids, or this is government fucking over fucking zealous to, like, monitor people on shit off the beat off track. Alright. I don't think that's a plus anything. I think that's just a firm sign. But yeah, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, well, like as I was saying, you can make the arguments about like it's to protect the kids, or this is just government tracking, but like, it's such a like an easy thing to navigate around and get past and everything. Like, what? Okay, a website doesn't do the thing. Like, you're gonna need to monitor so many things to make sure that gets through, because, like, don't know what to tell you, hosting websites is pretty easy, and keeps getting easier with the GPTs being like, hey, we can make you a new website in a fucking minute if you actually know what you're doing and shit like that. Like, it genuinely feels like it's an impossible task for them to even attempt this, so I don't know why this is the direction of their crackdown. And then people be like, because it's to do with the government's wanting to track you and stuff. It's like, yeah. I don't feel like there's going to be many people who are comfortable enough to upload their ID for this shit. Like, the social media, because, like, this is the similar thing of what's happened with social media is, if the media detects that you're of not an adult age, it's supposed to ask you for age verification stuff, and the only one that asked me was Discord, and Discord I think technically wasn't supposed to, or didn't need to, they just did, and then the whole kerfuffle with them happened recently, so they don't ask anymore. Apparently Twitter might be asking now, but that's neither here or whatever. Who cares about Twitter? Anyway, it's just one of those things, just like, I feel like there's just so many things there that nobody's actually going to sign up. Like, people are just going to get a VPN, or they're just going to go off the beat off track, as we've just called it. Like, I think the silliest thing from all of this is a lot of people like, the government done this, I didn't vote for them, I voted for other party, I voted for the Pauline Hanson, I don't know. I didn't vote for this. Like, there's so many people posting that, and they're not wrong, but not for the reason that they think. This is all set up by some fucking lady who... oh god, I'm gonna suddenly get pinged and fucking the government's gonna watch me because I'm gonna start talking about this, but that's whatever. Basically, there's a commission thingy that I can't remember the name of that is, hey, like one of them have set up a commission spot being like, hey, this is for a person to monitor the internet and be like, yep, this is what we need to do, and they have basically the right to say, yep, we're going to do this now. They're not elected. They're apparently American as well. Like, they're not even a fucking Australian that's making the decisions to do this stuff. Which gives the whole vibe of what's going on with it, like, a lot more hilarity, because it's not only is it stupid, it's fucking CIA, potentially glowy brain, oh, they're watching me shit. But it's just like the, it just doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Yeah, there's that rant. What else has been a thing? I feel like I've been doing pub quizzes a lot. But not really, because they only happen once a month. Oh, fucking hell. Also, I don't know if I'm ever going to start catching up to people in this fucking track. We'll see how we go. Can I talk about job interview? Probably not, because I feel like the job's a little niche and a little doxy. Tell you what, though. There is the foreboding thing of, oh fuck, I might be employed. Because there's a good chance that this is going to be like a fucking quick sticks, off you go. Can you work next week or something? And I'm like, oh no. So there has been a bit of laying on the couch being like, oh no, I might be employed next week. Oh fuck. I'm gonna have to fucking earn money instead of whatever I've been currently doing. Oh, this is feeling good though. Ah! That felt like a new best. 420! Fuck yeah. I think seconds ago I was like, I'm not going to get any better at this, and suddenly better. Weed number! Show friends. Who have I beaten? Suck it, Matt! Right, we've just got... Oh, I've just got 100 more places to catch up on. Ugh. Yeah. I think the main thing that's also happened in the time away is I got re-addicted to Warframe. Do not recommend. Don't do that. That's not a good thing to get addicted to. Lots of going, oh, how can I optimize this to get better number? Because like a lot of what I do with it is I try not to look online because I feel like that takes a lot of the fun out of it. Being like, I want to know what fun things are to play on there, but like I don't want to go, okay, this is the exact fucking thing that I need to get to optimize the build to be like top 2% of the world and all that boring ass shit. Nah, I'm just gonna work out myself. So I feel like that's what's been a lot of it is like I will wake up. I will go, I'm too tired to do a stream, and then I will sit in bed for longer and then just boot up Warframe instead if no one's up. One day I saw you load up Dota, then a few minutes later then Warframe, and I thought, damn, I should have go through it. Yeah, that's why I've been hiding. Not that I've been going through it, but I've been playing a lot of Warframe and shit. Let's turn off my visibility on Steam. I don't want to get judged too hard, and apparently I'm getting... That was already a good call, because at least one of you is fucking judging me. Judgment. Oh my god. Fuck you. Anyway, hi Viv. How are you doing? Judging me. I dare you. I think you're one of the other people who called me out. You can just see the playtimes mysteriously tick up. I found that there is a few people who have checked my playtimes, like, occasionally. Like, they've been like, oh, like, what have you been up to? Or, like, they actually use the feeds and Steam to, like, see the activity feed and be like, I've seen you've, like, been doing this. I'm like, excuse you? I know Steam put in the social media functions, but how fucking dare you? Doing great, oh my god. I will say though, another good game that has come out is Mugenics. I will, like, it is good fun. I'm still not sold about the cat breeding stuff, or if, like, I just want to have random cats. And I feel like it's because I don't have enough room, so I'm trying to grind in that game to just get more room so I can start separating them out a bit more. If anyone hasn't touched it yet, if you liked Binding of Isaac, but you're getting a bit old and don't feel like having to aim in bullet hell anymore, yeah, Mugenics. I feel like that's a really good way to sell it. You can't aim anymore because it's been a while since Binding of Isaac came out. Hell yeah, I need to play more. First tactics game I've played. I like tactics games. I feel like there's something about them that will burn me eventually. Like, I've been burnt on both the XCOM's games, even though I liked them quite a lot. Like, not burnt, but like burnt out. So that's what I'm a bit worried about with the Mugenics not liking the breeding part. It's like, I gotta really work out how to get this in a way that I'm enjoying, not the way that it is, which is currently way too many cats and just... I kind of crack the shits eventually. Like, I'll get some cats, and it'll seem like I'm getting somewhere. Like, I'll start having a bit of a himbo lab in the attic, and then there'll just be too many cats, and I struggle to navigate through it. Like, am I stupid, or is there not a grid that you can look through? Like, it's all just tabbing through individual cats, or like trying to click on the little fucks. So I need to. The scroller gate goes by age. That's still not as helpful as I want. Fuck. But yeah, I basically what has been happening is I'll get to a point where there's too many cats. I'll have lost track of what I'm doing properly. I have just unlocked the thing with, I think it's Tink, who tells you exactly how the stats work. But yeah, I will basically crack the shits and just go, right, fuck it, I'm sick of this. If the cats are similar colors, they can stay, but I'm going to throw out a heap. Like, I would just throw out tons and just be like, yeah. Which I think the game wants you to do, because, like, you have to throw away hundreds of cats to, like, get all the levels up and shit. So it's not like I'm playing it wrong or, like, not interacting with it. It's just, there's part of me that's like, I'm not optimizing this properly. Also, thank you for the hydrate, so honey badger. I will do that now. How long have I been going? Can I make another coffee yet? No, it's been half an hour. You keep yours quite low. Yeah, like there's all sorts of mechanics to the game that says you got to keep it quite low. Like you've got a limited amount of food until you go on an adventure. You've got limited amount of space because of fucking screen. And I think they get less happy the more cats there are as well. Like, I've started looking at the screen. It's like it wants you to throw cats out, but on the other side of it, it makes me feel like I'm less able to breed the good cats. Which because you can take like all your items out on a run. If you lose, like nearly all your items on a run, if you lose your items, it's such a big build up again to start the thing rolling. Because you have to like not do the full adventure and everything. The honey drake, where you drink an entire bottle of honey, good lord. I'm wondering how that would go. Like, would you just get stuck, like, or would you have like the softest voice for like a week? But yeah, great game. I think the breeding mechanics just needs a couple maybe things to make life a bit easier for me, but that could just be me having too many cats, which, you know, I feel like thematic. I miss fun. Very messy. Yeah, I feel like you'd need a funnel, and even then, you'd probably like fucking try and take a break and spill it everywhere. Oh, you know, like when you have like takeout and you can feel like the grease coming out of your pores when you sweat, or just like, not even when you sweat, like you sit down at your desk and it's like, yeah, I feel like KFC. I wonder if that would happen with the honey, like you just start feeling sticky even if you nailed it. Someone's gonna be like, yeah, I sit down at the desk and feel sticky all the time, and I'm just gonna look at them. Feel like Nemo after you ate the Baconator. The what? Also, good morning, bucking. Well, I should say good evening. I think the Americans dealt with. Yeah, we're gonna stick with. Y'all dealt with daylight savings. I think you just lost an hour at sleep. My condolences. I had to look up to see if ours is at the same time, but no, ours is next month. Which means 2 hours difference by this time next month-ish. God, I want a Baconator. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like a big breakfast. There's something else that happened, briefly. So like, I like streaming in the mornings. The whole shtick of it has been to like, keep my sleeping schedule regular. One of the other reasons I use as an excuse not to stream in the mornings is I will try and make myself a big breakfast. Well, I stopped a little bit ago. But like, I'd be doing homemade hash browns and shit like that. Fucking halloumi, some cured meat, like the big breakfast, and also homemade sourdough. Like, it would have looked out of place at a fucking hipster joint, but not quite as good, and I don't know anyone who would have paid money for it because it was a bit messy. But you know, it's breakfast. I can't do that and stream because otherwise I miss breakfast. We went for up to now, it's 5 now. Also, Nemo ate Wendy's item that is just a double step burger with bacon in between the patties. Just bacon. I'm imagining there's no anything. Like, it is just bacon. The sauce is just the grease from the fry pan. And something about that feels like it'd be the driest ever. Because bacon's not... Like, bacon is crispy. I feel like that would be, like, a struggle to get through. Like, you'd be fucking sitting there with, like, a milkshake being like, this is the only thing that's keeping me together. There's, like, cheese and sauce, no veg. Yeah, okay, that's better then. My first full-time job was working in a winery. And you'll see where this is going in a second. It's, my mind, the Baconators, Wendy's, Big Macca's to Macca's. I don't have the burgers at Macca's, I'll be honest. Whenever I go to Macca's, I just get the chips and nuggets. The burgers there have never been appealing to me. Yeah, the first job I worked to needed you to work weekends for some of the year. Because vintage and grapes coming in and all that shit. And the first couple weeks, they tried to do like a breakfast for us as well. To be like, hey, like, you're here early, let's do it. They picked the worst guy to do it. It was going to just be bacon and eggs in a little sandwich. And you get that's many of those as you can eat because he'd make a heap. But like, he overdid it to the buggery. And I think there wasn't like any like tomato sauce or anything. So like, you'd get this fucking over this egg and fucking bacon thing. The egg's not runny at all. Like, it it's a solid egg. And you're just like struggling to get through this thing, chugging half your water bottle or coffee or whatever just to fucking eat some brekkie because you heard there was going to be some. That lasted all of a week, and then they're just like, nah, fuck this. And then they got the local corner shop to just be like, hey, we've got 7 boys on this morning, can you make us 14 of these breakfast buns? And they just be, yep, done. Ugh. Also, there is a small part of me that every time I see the Americans mention Wendy's, I have to be like, it's not the fucking hot dog and burger. Not burger. Because Wendy's for us is like hot dog and ice cream. And is like dead. Your Wendy's is just so much more different. Purely because it exists. Ding. Ah, no! God damn it. I'll give this map a couple more goes. Because, like, I've beaten one of them. I just haven't beaten everyone. I don't know if I'm going to be able to with how rusty this game I'm feeling. But there's some other maps on this that I'm like, no, I'll be able to smash anyone who's gotten close to me. Wendy's here has chili. I don't know any places. Like, I'm thinking franchise places like your Macca's, your KFC's, and your Red Rooter and all that shit. I don't know of any that does chili. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know many restaurants that does chili. Like, there's probably some. But, like, I feel like I've only seen chili homemade. I may just be chili blind, and I'm about to be told, like, no! Fucking KFC has done chili the whole time. You're just stupid. It's like, oh god. Ding 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 ding. God, I hope this music is gonna sink into everyone's soul like it's gonna sink into mine. Chili isn't really a thing down this way, but it's so good. I have a couple of recipe tin eats books, which is Aussie lady who popped off on the interwebs doing an online recipes thing, and she now has 2 books. She's got a chili recipe in there, and it just slaps. It is one of my I'm feeling lazy, but I have the time to just sit in the kitchen. Let's cook up. I think I'd make like 6 days worth of chili. Maybe that's what I should do instead of finding employment. I will just open, like I'm imagining, like lemonade stand style for chili. Like I just sit out the front with a big pot of chili. Be like, hey guys, does anyone want some chili? No! Fuck. Just have like 4 or 5 rice cookers on the side. So I suppose I'd start with 1 rice cooker because I doubt I'd fucking sell enough to have to wait too long. Do 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 do. I remember one of the last things I was talked about. Stream-wise, was my sister. You can tell my brain is like running in the background, just being like, find something to vomit about. But my sister, I am trying to work out sometime this month when to go catch up with her, because I haven't met this baby yet. Which I don't think's wrong. Like, I met her first baby pretty on. This is her second baby. It's now 2 and a bit months. Like, babies aren't interesting when you first meet them, and like I know I'm the uncle and probably should earlier, but like it's like she's like 4 hours drive away, and I don't have a job. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's normal, but I feel like it should be normalized. Like the first one, yeah, you get all excited and you go see as soon as you can. The second one is like, well, you've done this before, and you're doing all right. Let's not make a big song and dance of this. I'm still laughing though that she's called it Maddie, but she spelt it in a way that autocorrect already corrects the shits. Like I was talking briefly about how like the family has all basically stuffed it up in one of the group chats, and she's given up correcting them now. It's just like. Yeah, doing unique names is such a fucking risk. The poor thing's gonna have to deal with that for so long. Or just be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do my own way. Come on, I don't know how to do any better than this. Let's check out Mount Rushmore. Because I need a change. Wait. I didn't check out Lubon. Oh, look, it's the same 3. Oh, shit. Matt's beaten Bavin on this? Sorry. Bavin's fine. Damn, I didn't think Matt would be the top of this. Yeah. Don't call children funny names. They can change it to a funny name if they feel like they're quirky enough for that down the track. I like how none of the fucking times on this map is like taking the actual road. It's all just, nah, we're cheating. Come on. I'm trying to read what you said about Matt and Chili, but like I am concentrating on my ass. Because I don't remember this map. Fuck. Something about Matt and Chili. Oh my god. See, the problem with this map is I feel like everyone's going to be jumping that fucking thing. Matt talking about Skyline Chili in Cincinnati gives me... ages back got me very curious. Hi, welcome to Chili's. God damn it. I suppose Chili is a big thing, because they do have that whole hi, welcome to Chili's shit going on. Oh, you gotta fucking smack that bastard of a thing. Oh. Ding. Oh my god. Fuck this map. Okay. No, we're gonna... not fuck this map. I just gotta get back into the rhythm of doing this map, because I've beaten people on this map before. It's fine. I'm not tilted. Okay, that's something else that's happened over the break, speaking of tilted, because tilted means Dota. Because everyone gets tilted over Dota. I feel like, oh god, everyone's been baited over getting a patch for Dota for so long, because everyone's like, oh, you're going to be an event human. No. Okay, so you guys are doing a little fucking fishtail beforehand to get even more speed there, I see. I should probably be doing that. Everyone keeps getting baited over it. It's like a bit much at this point. They're all like, oh, there's going to be one for the new year. Hang on. We need to go that way. Oh, okay. Who's this nerd that's running up the fucking wall that side? And they're like shortcutting. Oh my god. I wish there was more barriers there so I didn't have to do this weird ass shortcut through here. Like we were going around the outside like normal people. There is supposed to be more maps for this coming. Which is exciting. I know there is community maps, but like community maps require you downloading and getting the right maps as all your friends and then sharing that around. It's like, nah, fuck that. Ice Frog, too busy working that. I found out a fun fact that I didn't know about because I think this is before my time. Ice Frog apparently got bullied out of the Dota forums, which is why he used to be like active in there, to like talking to people about stuff. I don't know what the bullying was, how bad it was, and all that shit, or if it was just he got sick of like people flaming. Because let's be honest, it's a toxic fucking game. Yeah, Ice Frog, for context of those who don't know, is like the OG brains behind Dota, and like it's the brainchild. Like a lot of the changes and stuff get credited to him. But yeah, basically got scared off the... Okay, it's Matt taking the silly shortcut. Anyway, got scared off the forums and disappeared. Found out that he is active in the Deadlock ones because everyone's been nice so far. So, yeah, like anyone who's like, oh, look, Dota's dead. Like, they're not technically wrong because, like, old mate who did the brains of Dota is having a much funner time with the new game because everyone's clearly, like, nicer to them. It's just the thing of, like, it's got too many people who just want to keep playing Dota still, which is not an issue. I'll tell you what, the queue times have been horrendous. Also, I don't know where all my boost went. Play some with you and Coolio do. Yeah, but then I have to learn. What's on my current list of, like, games that I'm playing with people? There's fucking Dota, as always. There's Overwatch, because people are getting back into that, because, like, they pulled out their finger and went, oh shit, people are leaving us, quick. Play out all the things that are fun that we've been avoiding doing. Is that the only two? I was about to be like fucking coming in, slamming down a list, but no, I think there's only the two at the moment, so maybe I could fit in another one. It's like I was playing Elden Ring with my mate a fair bit, but we've seemed to have stopped that. Because he's gone to Overwatch. You only play casually in the new ARAM. Yeah, I feel like the thing that's put me off Deadlock was it's got a huge level of depth to how you can do builds and stuff. Which sounds stupid from someone who's coming from Dota. But this is more of a, I don't know if it's still a thing now. All the icons blend together. Like, there's not enough between them all for me to, like, work out what the fuck's going on. like obviously I haven't read enough, been like, okay, this is how this affects this hero and all that kind of stuff. That's like, that's on me. But like some of the like, all like if you open up the page whenever you level up and it's like, oh, you need to get a thing. It's like, like Dota has that, but like you've also got like all the icons have got like art and shit to them. So it's like, okay, this is the funny pink sword. Last time I went against this, that magic dude suddenly did a shitload more damage to me every now and then. So like you can start doing like recognition. Whereas now, I don't know if it still is, cause all the icons are the same, it's like, oh, I can't see shit. All the icons and shit got changed in built browser recommendations. So I just got to the game too early and I've been fucking tilted. Damn. That feels very like me. Maybe I will give it a crack again at some point. I think I do have it installed. Fucking, jeez, I just see somebody booted up Deadlock. What the fuck? Don't you have work? Shouldn't you be employed? I'm the one that's supposed to be able to play. Today is a public holiday in my area. I know it's not in your... Wait, what? You've got one too? I thought it was just our state. Because it's to do with a cup. Oh, wait, no. They do that thing where a lot of the times one state will have a cup. And in other states they'll just have an excuse to also have the same day. Yeah, Labor Day. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. I will say, because we are talking about this before, with the 18 plus ban on porn, like the whole you gotta like tell the government your ID to go look at Pornhub. Having that start on a fucking Monday, that is a public holiday, is hilarious. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people who discover it today. Because it's a public holiday. Oh, I don't have to go to work today. Like, I don't know. I feel like... I wonder if this is going to be something that just pops up and everyone's like getting really shitty. I think the funniest thing that I have seen from it, though, is fucking Oz Finance on Reddit. Like, you can tell they're not going to have great ideas a lot of the time, because it's fucking Oz Finance and Reddit. There's some guy that was like, oh, with the upcoming porn ban, I'm looking to try and invest into, like, raunchy things. Like, is there any way to, like, get an ETF or something in Australia that, would let me invest in, like, sex shops and stuff? And, like, the fact that someone's asking, because like they're all like privately owned, they're not like a public domain fucking, oh yeah, here's the chain of sexy time. No, there's no chain shops, no chain stuff for that. Maybe there will be in the future now that everything's fucking getting banned online, but you know. They were just like, how do I invest in that? It's like, there's genuinely no way. It's, sorry, I'm not going to be able to beat my schmeat, but can I make some money off my inability to look up just the most vanilla shit on Pornhub? Ding, 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 ding. Come on, I feel like I've done a terrible job of this, but we're getting there. Also, I haven't finished this race yet, which is not a good sign. I might need to do a different track. I don't think I like this track. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rage quit this track. But while I do that, I'm gonna go make another coffee because I think I need one. So, give me 2 shakes. Is this the button that I hit? What's the fucking music breaks as I'm just on my way back? Jesus. Okay. I remember that being on my to-do list of shit to do. Was to redo how the music works, because it's just using VLC Media Player ever since I stopped using whatchamacallit? See, how do I pull up one? Blue? Wait, I didn't check if I'm still the best at this race. I should check that first. There's one person who's beat me, you son of a bitch. Because it's just VLC Media Player in the background ever since I stopped being able to use Spotify. I make it sound like that Spotify and I broke up. No, we have turned it to VLC Media Player because, yeah, fucking save some money, downloads music, play it through there. But there's all sorts of things where it's like it's an old media player now at this point. That could be done a little bit better and whatnot, but it's free, so it's fine. I just need to organize it a bit better. Because there's a few things that don't work great. Like one, if it goes through the loop, it will sometimes forget that I have it on. It should keep going with the loop and picking new songs, because I picked a specific one from the list instead of just whatever one that it started with before. So it ended earlier than I usually expect it to. That's why it stopped. But it also doesn't fucking work with the normal play pause button that's on my fucking Steam Deck that does every other fucking media app, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I need to change that. Also, feel like I should work more on stream stuff or doodling and stuff like that, because in my time at not streaming, which is ironic because of getting back into streaming, I felt like I got burnt out playing video games. But that's like because I was playing certain video games. Like, I wasn't playing this game. I feel like it was just like going through the paces of some games. It's like, yeah, I should probably... Yeah. But... And then also, it's good to be streaming because I may be fucking employed and I need to get up so early, and this means I get up early. Oh. I also need to get a fucking haircut. The urge to just be bald and fucking shine my head every day. Go. I can tell that we are getting into the colder... It's not even that by that much yet. But we are starting to get a little bit more colder because my cat has just gone, yeah, I need a hug. Constantly. Which is great until there's like one night, it was like last week. It's like the first night it genuinely got cold. She was like snuggled up into the small of my back, which was incredible. I just wasn't ready for it, and she also wasn't like cute about it. She didn't like slowly just get in there and go nging. No, she just fucking jumped up and then like full body flopped into my back, and I was like, ugh! Cat, please. And then I checked up on my mate Cats, and he's like, oh yeah, how's Sugar doing? She getting like snuggly because of the cold? And he's like, no. My wife is still home. She will not give me attention until my wife goes on a fucking leaves for a week or two. I'm like, you're not the favorite. He's like, thanks for reminding me. I did have a dream the other night that there's a kitten on the doorstep. And I'm like, oh, hello, we're going to be best friends. And then Susie didn't like them. Which I don't know how that would... Like, that feels on point because Susie does not like other cats at the window, but I've never actually had her interact with a cat face to face. She has. Because, well, firstly, she's had kittens, but she also has stayed at, like, the I was gonna call like a share house for cats, but like the cat hotels, like where there's heaps of them and they have TVs and towers for days and they just all kind of vibe together. Yeah, the cat is snuggly because it's cold. I was kind of like looking at where I live because I haven't done all the growing that I have before, and it's like there's some things that it's just like, oh, you're gonna be able to do this all year, like grow garlic apparently. Oh, that's something. List of plants that you can just be at the supermarket and then plant them. I'm working through that and finding that, yes, some of it fucking works. So far, I've managed to just get the garlic from fucking Coles. Take a fucking clove, peel it apart, throw it in the ground. A shitload of it works. You just have to make sure not to peel it. Like the individual cloves, and the top needs to be decently close to the surface. And then they'll fucking sprout. Because like I had a bit too much, and I was like, I remember like it sometimes sprouting in the fridge when I've left it too long. Let's just see how it goes. And then yeah, I think I've got like 10 garlics growing at the moment, which is 10 bulbs, which I think is like 6 months worth of garlic. So, you know, I might just throw in more. Told my old man that, and he's like, yeah, but that's Coles garlic, it tastes like shit. And I was like, well, you haven't given me any of your good garlic. So maybe that's what I'll do next time I see my parents, is like raid their garden and be like, where's the good plants? Another one, which is a bit tricky to do. I don't know if this is an international thing or just a local thing, but basil comes in like sleeves and has all the roots still and all the dirt. Yeah, I've managed to get a couple basil plants started, and I'm now checking on them every few days to knock off some of the buds so it grows into more of a bush than a stem. If you try and grow basil, recommend having a look up, see how to prune it. To make it grow a bit out and stuff, because if you don't, they'll just grow tall and then you'll accidentally kill it when you try and use some for fucking dinner, which is what I did with my last basil plant. Yeah, that one was a bit fiddlier to get started. Oh, and the funny reason for that is also I got a heap of basil seeds. I have a bajillion basil seedlings getting started. Like, I've got some in my little greenhouse and I've got some in a little pot now, and I think I even put some on the ground in the proper areas just to see when it's going to work, because it's like, I hate butting the sleeves of basil. It feels stupid. So I'm hoping that that's all going to just work out for me, but yeah, I'm potentially going to have enough basil to feed all the families in the area accidentally. But yeah, doing it from the Coles is a bit more fiddly, because I think like a sleeve for $3 is like 10 to 15 plants in there, and all the roots like making out and tangled in a huge ass mess. What you have to do, sit in a fucking cup of water, let the roots kind of space out of it. Then you have to separate it a bit and then just plant all of it. Even if you use it for dinner, like, you should like use it for dinner first, obviously. If you don't absolutely decimate all the basil for your meal, just bung them all in the ground or in a pot or something. Make sure that they've got plenty of water, like they need a heap of water when you do this. And like some will survive, and then you'll just have a basil plant. I picked up some parsley and why am I not remembering the other green leaf thing? It will come to me, like coriander, there we go. Parsley and coriander to try and do the same trick with it. But again, I also have seedlings of those to try and do. So like, basically, I don't want to buy herbs anymore. So I have seedlings of all the herbs, and I'm trying to get them to grow. But like, also those ones come in sleeves, so I might be able to shortcut that, because it's taking a fucking while. I think oregano is the one that I'm seriously struggling to get anything to grow with. The only packet at Bunnings was like the seed tape stuff. And they weren't the seed tapes, they were like round instead.
When are we getting garden cam? I want to see the green food.
Never. Also, what the fuck would garden cam be? That's like watching paint fucking dry. I did kind of like the idea of, because I've been watching a lot of cooking and gardening YouTube shorts. The cooking has always been a thing, but the gardening's been recent. Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to do that, you'd have to film it for a long time and then just upload the time-lapse to the corner of the stream as, like, gardening cam, quote-unquote. So you get, like, 24 or how many hours just sped the fuck up over the however long you plan to do the stream. But then if you fuck that up, because you stream longer or less longer, then it's like, well, there goes the thing. Yeah, I probably don't know if I would. I mean, even just the logistics, I think would be a pain. Because I'd need a wireless camera. Because fun fact, none of the garden is close to where I sit in the computer. I'm not sorry to spoil any, I don't know, hopeful images people might have, but I'm not sitting in the middle of my garden right now. But yeah. Also, I'm glad that the one thing that I managed to get right with my stream back is having the text-to-speech working in my ears paying out the first time. There is a big note in OBS that says, if you booted this with your headphones turned off, you need to restart. Because what was happening is OBS locks into whatever's currently awake audio-wise. So if you have no audio, because my computer currently doesn't have any speakers, it won't re-register like your headphones turning on. So if my headphones are off, it won't do the playbacks through OBS. So I solved that problem. I'm pretty chuffed by that. Actually, I should really log that as a bug. I can log a bug. I should work out how to do that. Yeah. I was gonna say, I like the idea of doing cooking or like gardening things of just like not giving advice, because I feel like my advice is just either repeated or dog shit. But like just being like, here's an update of my garden, there's fucking garlic for days, and this plant over here fucking died. But like there's a few different reasons. One of them is like editing would suck ass. Holy shit. I think I'd just shit my pants. Also, there's a lot of things that my garden needs to do. Because nobody's done any decent gardening in a lot of the plots for a bit, so it's just like, whatever. But one of them is so thick with clay. Like, I've tried to grow carrots. Apart from the fact that I accidentally picked a few because I thought they were weeds. The ground is quite tough. So the one carrot that I pulled out a little early to see how it was going and everything, and also because the head of it was quite big, I was like, is this kind of ready? It seems early. It's like fucking a little bit twisty at the bottom. And it's because it's genuinely struggled to push through the ground. So there's a fair bit of work that I want to do. Just do it for the love of the game. Fuck you. That's why I'm streaming. Fucking... I'm trying to find employment. Oh, you should stream and you should film your garden and give us a live garden cam in case, I don't know, your fucking bug eats the thing. So we can yell at you because there's a snail on your fucking agapanthus. Ooh. Oh, I also realized the thing with that time-lapse thing I was talking about. I'd have to, like, review the footage before stream. Because, like, what if I got my fucking schnoz in there? Like, I was, like, working on it during that time, whatever time lapse that I built for the stream. Oh, it's so much effort. Alright, let's get a cat cam running again before I even think about doing garden cam. 12 hours prep. I feel like you just, like, rush through it. Like, you'd be able to, like, put it on, like, 50 times speed or something ridiculous. Be able to see pretty quickly. Paint drying. Ah, I feel like that'd be good as a bit, like, and much easier to set up. Like, you just get, like, a fucking bit of plank from Bunnings, paint it, put a camera and be like, yep. And if you really wanted to, like, be that guy, you'd paint it on stream, but you do a shit job. Like, you wouldn't paint it properly. You would paint it, like, thick so it's dripping. Oh, and then you could have a redeem where, like, if people gave you some cash monies, you put another bit of paint on there. So, like, it goes on forever. Oh, like, it's hilarious, but you'd also be sitting in a room with an open tin of paint, just huffing paint the whole time. $100 and you paint the name on the board, and then you gotta watch their name slowly drying. And then the board's not big enough to fit everyone's name, so like you're suddenly competing to get your name back on the board because fucking Ken Penn fucking decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna whatever. Also, finished Evangelion. None of the movies or anything. Like, just the raw OG original thing, except the ending was changed because Netflix couldn't get the rights to it. Yeah. Realized, oh wait, Ken Fan over here's name is like fucking the most unoriginal shit ever. I was like, oh, that's the name to change to whatever. The fucking, it's just the character's name plus the fucking fact it's a penguin. He's the best guy ever. Yeah, that's fine. But I was just like, I don't know, like the revelation of like the fucking penguin popping up and it's like, oh, this is Ken. I'm like, this motherfucker is basically walking on a trademark. Open tin veins. Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna do it, one, you'd probably want a fan in the room with an open window, but you might want to tip out your paint into like a resealable container so you won't just constantly huffing the fresh sauce. I could technically put it in another room. I was thinking about this the other day. I did manage to, a long time ago, hook up one of my phones through an app to be a wireless webcam. So if we wanted to do a fucking watch paint dry thing, it'd be doable. Because, yeah, I just probably put it in another room so I wasn't huffing it, and then every time there's a redeem I have to go for a fucking wander and paint on it. I could even put it behind me, because like there's a door to the outside not far from me, so yeah, I probably could. Ooh. Like, this is not the best lap, but I want to do it anyway because I need to do it. I feel like I remember having to do this for you practice the last. Yeah, I finished it and then I was like, hang on. There's all of these clips that I just haven't seen. And then I realized that, yeah, Evangelion's got like movies of like alternate endings or whatever. It's like, oh, you motherfuckers. It's like, I've been spoiled for things that weren't in what I, well, not spoiled, but like, technically, I feel like a spoiler. I've seen scenes that weren't in what I watched because they fucking reworked the ending or done different takes on the ending all the time and shit. Yeah, I'll probably have to put those on my to-do list to watch at some point. Alternate universe, but yeah, the OG series and End of Eva is top of 5 of all time. Yeah, so I've watched the OG, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool way to, like, do, like, the ending where they're, like, talking about, like, oh yeah, here's, like, Shinji having the fucking breakdown and trying to work out how shit works in his brain, and it's, like, all stylized shit. And then I looked up, and then it was like, oh yeah, they did this because they ran out of fucking time and money. It's like, oh god. They did a really good job, and it was because of poverty. And then I also saw a lot of people upsetty spaghetti because it wasn't Big Mech Fight at the end. I'm like, yeah, I get it. But, like, it hasn't been Big Mech Fight for a few episodes now. Like, they stopped that. I feel like it was never, like, huge on the Big Mech Fight throughout the entire series, so I don't understand that as much. Like, if you think about, like, other mech shows, like, the mech fights go over multiple episodes. There's, like, a handful of the mechs and mech fights and that go even past an episode. Most of them are, like, squeezed within 5 minutes. So it's like, yeah, I kind of get, like, that the show is never going to end on one. Like, one of the mech fights is just, he grows his baby hand and starts eating shit. I don't know. It was pretty good. I wouldn't fucking... I feel like I need to go watch the alternate ending shit before I can give it a good thing. It's good. I'm not gonna fucking go, it was the best thing since sliced bread. But maybe I will once I watch the other shit. Who knows? Oh, sick flip. Bing, 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 bing. I can also tell it has been a while since I've done this. Because I can feel my throat getting rinsed. So I'm probably... 3, 1, 2, yeah. I'm probably going to only have a cheeky couple hours of this. Just as a bit of a warm-up into it, and then I'll probably do a bit of a longer one tomorrow. Because I'm going to see, even though unfortunately it is a public holiday, if I can get myself a haircut. Oh... Because it's a bit long in places, and it's like, yeah... I can kind of slick it back with water and stuff before an interview to look a bit better, but I should probably look my Kanye best. Mullet era. So, for, I don't know if Lawbreak, who, I don't think there's anyone who gives a shit about that, but I have the man bun is the current bit, and has been for 3 years now. It is now long enough on the top where I can mimic a mullet in certain angles if I want to with it down. Yeah. Also, this is a terrible run. I'm fucking kissing that wall. I can't do much about that. Oh, shit, my tits. You know what? We're gonna go back to that first track. I feel like I need practice on that first track. It's a good way to get back used to doing the whole shenanigans. But no, it's not going to be the end of the mullet era. Because I'll still have the top of it. It's just the back and the sides that I need to cut down. This is technically real mullet hill, but the top of the hair, I'm still not getting that cut. At this point, like, I've thought about getting rid of the man bun, because the main problem with it is when my hair grows out on the sides, I just don't like it as much. Like, I feel like I need to get the haircut to cut it down and all that sort of shit, and fucking, because I can't cut my own hair, it's like $30 just for someone to knock down the sides, which feels a bit rough when, like, you see other people paying the same price and they're getting, like, all the fades and shit going on. But then I remember the amount of fucking product I had used to have to buy. Because I got fucking soft, straight, silly hair. If I don't want it to like flop, sadly, I have to like put all the product, and I don't miss doing that in the mornings. It's kind of like, do I get rid of the man bun? I could, but then I'd have to put in more work instead of just tying it up in the morning. So we're keeping it for now until I think of something better. Until I start doing the fucking... Oh, my hair's receding. Quick, do the fucking number 2 over the whole thing. And now I look like everyone's 5th grade teacher who's kind of cool but also a little bit strict and will be like, oi, slow down. But I feel like that's also admitting defeat of age. So who knows? That may never happen. But that does remind me, I think I might need to buy new hair ties. Could I potentially do laps around my house and scrounge up all the ones that are dropped everywhere? Probably. Could I spend $2 and get another pack of hair ties? Yes. Also, I've been a bit bad with brushing my hair. So a lot of my hair ties have fucking a little loop of hair in there, which is like stuck from when I've had to pull it out or something. Which is not the worst, but I tend to put spare ties on my watch in case like one breaks or whatever. I don't want a hairy watch, so I don't tend to do it with those ones. I just realized why I've been getting dreams about fucking the kitten. I will post links once it's finished or like something, I don't know. But at the moment, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it myself for now because I can, and I feel like a petty bitch. Every night before I go to bed, you do like there's a little bit of a doom scroll. One of the things that keeps popping up, and it's like one of the first that pops up, is there is a spicy little kitten that someone's fostering. And they're doing a daily, like, YouTube short of how it's going. Like, it was first off, like, this little shit bag that you had to, like, approach with, like, your fucking oven mitts and the little snack stick, and it would still, like, yell at you and bat you and shit. Well, the last 2-3 days there's been progress. Like, it's fucking starting to play with toys with the person in the room and all this shit, and it's like, oh, that could be me. I could adopt a cat and have a terrible time for like a month. And like, it's genuinely a month. Like, it's like day 27 now or something. It's like, oh, I don't know. I feel like once it's like not a spicy cat anymore and it's like a happy little baby, I feel like watching all of that in one go would be pretty good. Would it be as impactful as watching it day to day? Probably not. That does also go back to a take that I had. I think there are some shows that should force you to not be able to watch them each day. Or like at least recommend it. Sorry, I just need a drink. And this was like part of, this conclusion kind of came from like looking at the even going on stuff for people not actually enjoying the ending of the OG series and just wanting the other shit to be the actual one and not that. Is I feel like there's a lot of shows that lend themselves to coming out weekly. Like, you've got time to digest what happened in that episode, to think about what's going on and stuff. Whereas if you just binge the whole lot, you just don't get that same kind of time to think about it. Like, I wasn't like... I was like somewhere in the middle with Evangelion. Like, I was watching it when I was having lunch. And like, I'd watch 1 or 2 episodes. That's where they end up even, they made it due to death threats. Oh, Jesus. I thought they were just having fun with it, but death threats is wild. Because, like, I saw, like, the original when it came out. Like, there was all people in Japan being like, no, this is great, loved it, fuck yeah. And, like, they probably watched it week by week and, like, had time to, like, digest and go, oh, the fuck is Shinji's dad up to? And, like, I think especially, like, with the last ones, like, you got that build-up of trying to, like, work all that shit out, maybe. So, like, I was watching a lot of it week by week. Well, not week by week, probably closer to day by day. There's bits of gaps and stuff. So I got a bit of it, but then, like, the last 6 episodes, I think I just binged one night because I was like, I don't want to sit at my desk. I'm just going to sit by the TV with a cat. I'm just going to... What should I watch? Oh, I'll just finish this off. Shit, now I don't have anything to have lunch with. But yeah, like, it was just like... I think I spaced out enough early that I kind of got it, but then I was thinking at the ending, it's like, I think this would have sat better if you did get that spacing out, because you would have had that time to be like, okay, what's going on? Like, I do see a lot of people being like, oh, like, you want the story to fucking yell at you each step of the way what's going on, and I feel like some of it is to do with the fact that it's a bingeable thing. Like, you're not spending that dedicated half hour every day or once a week to, like, sink in what's going on. You're, like, going, oh, well, I'm going to sit here for 4 hours, and let's be honest, who's got the attention of 4 hours to soak in everything of what's going on? It gets a bit exhausting. That's why people get tired from going to work and doing a blue-collar job. White-collar job. You know, the color that says that you work in tech, I don't know. Like, those jobs are still exhausting because you're sitting there, like, concentrating on the same thing for hours on end. Like, yeah. I think that's probably why a lot of media's changed to be like, this is what's going on here now. You need to, like, know exactly all the things because you've probably not paid attention for the last 3 hours and we know this, so we need to do this now. Whereas, yeah, like a lot of the older ones, you feel like you can hide stuff or not, like, fully explain stuff more because, like, there's room for you to think. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's to do with the era of things. Because, like, I'm thinking about it. So I watched a few more modern shows. Like, all your Breaking Bads and that kind of stuff, that can all be binged, technically. You can just skip the recaps and stuff. So, maybe it's to do with the era of this stuff. I did just have the sudden thought of, I haven't watched all of Lord of the Rings in a while. Is it time to crank that shit out before I get a job? Just one last hurrah. I like how I'm talking again as if, like, I'm gonna be fucking employed. I did this already. We did this with the fucking solo job where it was like, yeah, I'm gonna be employed soon, guys. Let's do the big hurrah. I'm gonna be hard at work. You're not gonna see me. That lasted all 2 days. It's just a job interview. First one I've had for the year. But that's due to shenanigans. It's annoying. I don't know how much went into that, but the way the government wants you to report that you're doing the right thing is it's a point system, which is like 5 points for applying for a job, 20 points for having a job interview, 50 points if you land a job, and you get points for doing all sorts of other shit. Like, if you do community hours, like, it's a whole point system, and you just need 100 points every month. And also the fucking course that they're making me do, I think it's like 10 points a day for doing or something. I don't know. So realistically, if you wanted to, it's not hard to game it so you don't get a job. They just check on you to do stuff. But what happened to me is I stacked up a heap of points because... and you can also... So you need 100 points a month, and if you get an extra 50 points that month, you can carry that over the next month, so your next month's easier. Basically, with getting job, working hours, and all that, I kind of did that. And then over the Christmas, and then like, because job was registered, they were kind of like, yeah, you don't really need to put in anymore. Even though I didn't really get the hours needed. But I think that plus the Christmas break meant the whole system kind of shat the bed for me until mid to late February. So it just didn't need anything from me, so I think I did get a bit lazy with it and whatever. But, you know, fucking Centrelink bum it out. Also, good morning, Bena VT. How are you doing? Manifest employment. Yeah, but, like, then I have to work and participate in society again. I'm like both. It's weird, like, I'm not unkeen, I'm not keen, I'm just kind of like, if there's a job, there's a job. I'm not like excited for doing anything. It's like, I'm just excited to fucking have an income that's not trash. You're doing good on this fine day? Fantastic. Bam, 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 bam. I cannot fucking... No one wants to work with income. I feel like we, with all the social medias and stuff now, we see too many people that are like, I love my job, and just like, I fucking hate you. How do you love your job? I like getting up in the morning and doing the thing. What the fuck are you doing? But you can buy stupid shit with income. Like a cat. Cats are stupid. Buy cats. Adopt an animal today. Even if you can't fucking... If you're allergic to cats, do it anyway. Trying to think of stupid shit that I'd buy with if I had money again. I'm not even sure what I'd be buying stupid shit wise. I feel like I should have had a stack of things to be like, my first paycheck, quick buy dumb things, here's the list. I would in fact adopt a cat. I feel like mildly is potentially juggleable because I know there is drugs and stuff to help out. I'm more meaning like if I half a cat, I am out for the day. Wait. Do you think you could game sick leave by having an allergy and then just huffing a cat? Like, damn, I don't want to go to work today. Fucking grab your cat, stuff your face in the belly, get like the red eyes, runny nose, everything's going on, take a selfie, and then send it to your boss at work. Be like, yeah, dude, I'm fucked. God. You just need to never mention, or you just don't mention you have an allergy. Or if you do mention you have an allergy, just have the tablets on hand. So like if it runs to the issue at work, you just pop a pill and fix the shit. So I feel like that is a fair bit more effort than what like a lot of people do here, which is just awesome sick. The whole sick leave dynamic in Australia is weird. So like, for everyone else, like I know every country does things slightly differently, but it is mandatory for full-time employment that you have 10 days of sick leave per year, and those do stack. So if you've worked for 2 years and haven't had any need to be sick, you will have 20 days worth stacked up. So like it's worth stacking them up, like in case like something seriously goes wrong, like you need surgery or I don't know, fucking COVID. Like that knocks me out for a week. But like you also don't get to keep it when the job ends. Like, the job is not required to pay you out for your sick leave. They're required to pay you out for your other leave, but not sick. Which a lot of people don't realise for their first job and then get fucking surprised. And they're like, yeah, this is what it is. I would have done that with a peanut. Like, I feel like a peanut allergy is much more dangerous. Like, that's like, and expensive, because, like, I don't know if EpiPens in Australia are, like, fucking, like, subsidized by all the government stuff. I don't know what an EpiPen is like, because peanut allergy, you gotta jab yourself with an EpiPen or go to hospital. That's like a fucking really don't want to work kind of day. I feel like that's a get out of family events kind of shtick. Like, oh, I'm at a shit lunch with my extended family or your parents-in-law and you're just like, nah, I'm gonna slip a peanut in my meal. And then blame the chef. I don't think that's a job one. But yeah, back to the Australian job stuff. There's like a long... It's called chuck on a sickie. There's a long-standing thing of being like, I don't want to go to work today. You call your boss and be like, I'm not doing so well. So it's a long-standing thing that a lot of people know about. So now a lot of places are like, well, if you're sick... Like, they're allowed to implement this. If you're sick for certain days or certain reasons or certain things, like a common one is, if you're sick on a Monday, or if you're sick after a long weekend, you need a doctor's note. Because they're trying to, like, catch people chucking a sickie. Like, sure, I get it. You don't want... The owner of the business probably doesn't want to cough up that money that they don't actually technically need to cough up if you're not sick and not actually being on site and whatnot. They probably should have balanced the book so that they can do that. But, like, you know. So, like, they'll be like, oh, yeah, you now need to do it on certain days like this. You can now get doctor's notes, like, so easy. It's ridiculous. I've had to do it a couple of times because, like, I was sick and it's like, hey, the double job requires doctor's notes now. And it's like, oh, you fuckheads. So, like, I called up the doctor and was like, hey, this is the thing. It's because, like, I get, I'm not sure if it's right to call it chronic, but frequent-ish migraines. Like, I get them when seasons change. Like, my body's just like, I don't know how to adapt to it being slightly hotter or slightly colder frequently. We're going to get some migraines for a little bit in the mornings. My doctors usually find out about that pretty quick because, like, I'll mention it or it's, like, in the file somewhere. So, like, I'll get a doctor's note and it's easy enough. It used to have to be a case of calling them up and then be like, yeah, we'll email you and whatnot. Nah, you don't even need to do that anymore. You can just go online and fucking fill out a thing and boom, you've got a doctor's note. Which is easy. But even if they start banning that, because, like, I know some people have seen that, like, there's just friends and, like, there's the running joke we argue about who's the leader and whatnot, and I dropped out of that to be the uni boss. But I do genuinely like looking up things to see how they work for, like, workplace stuff. You don't technically need a doctor's note if your work says you need a doctor's note. I think it's called an affidavit. But there is a document you can print out that says, I am swearing that this honest isn't true. I am being my own doctor saying that I'm not doing well. Basically, but it's just a document saying that I'm not telling porcupines. So, if you are genuinely sick, and there is a whole doctor's note thing, but, like, the doctor's note system changes where, like, you have to actually see the doctor to get it signed off and shit. Like, they changed the rules to try and deal with this. If you're genuinely sick, you can still just do an affidavit according to the law. Instead, just print off a thing, sign it off, and then go back to bed and then they send it to your boss, be like, nope, here's this. And if they complain, you just be like, no, this is fine. This is perfectly legal. You cannot stop this. But I cannot recommend doing that if you're not actually sick. Because that one is a legally binding document that says, I am not telling porcupines. Whereas the doctor's note, not really up to you to fucking... There's probably something in there, but, like, the onus has come onto the doctor. I don't know how it is in Australia, but that would fucking suck if that was the case in the US. I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't ever happen. I feel like there'd be too much pushback. Like, there's... It kind of depends on where you are. Like, a lot of the areas that I've lived in... I've had medical things happen where the only place closest to me had only walk-ins available. I had to get lucky. I feel like there's been a lot of pushback recently about how many places. I don't think it would fly in rural towns. Like, if you started having to do that, you would, the whole town would get sick. Like, there's no question about it because there's all these people who are constantly going to the doctors. It's a checkpoint. But in more, like, suburbia cities and stuff, I think we're getting to the point where there's enough, like, places that are, like, walk-ins and stuff where you could manage it. That does remind me. I'm going to assume this means I'm fine. But I did remember this the other day. I went to the doctors for a checkup just before I started trying to do the solar kick. That didn't go well. So I went in there and was like, yeah, look, I've had the occasional, like, this and whatnot, and it's been a while since I've had a checkup, and they're like, yeah, nah, fair enough. We're gonna do the quick, like, check your blood pressure, check your breathing. Did not check my butthole. And, yeah, we're gonna book you in for a shitload of blood tests. So then I managed to go back in the next day and did all the blood tests and everything, and was like, yeah, Bob's uncle and all that stuff. Did all that. And then I never heard back from them. I'm assuming I'm okay. Like, there's part of me is like, do I just reach out and be like, hey, I got a blood test like a few months ago and I never heard anything. Just making sure, like, I'm not about to explode. Is that okay? Oh. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's fine, because, like, if I wasn't fine, I feel like they'd be sending me letters or something to be like, hey, we missed you. You've got cancer of the butthole. God damn it, that looked good. Yeah, we stopped trying to reach out to you because it's terminal and we expect you to be dead already. What the fuck is going on? Like, do you mind coming in now? Because it's a medical miracle that you're still alive. I didn't know if that was a thing, like, if you're so fucked up that they kind of just see your test and, like, by the time we get in contact with him, he's dead. Ding, ding. I like how I just let that hang in fucking after. Come on! I timed that wrong. Come in, we need to study you. Hey, do you mind coming in? No, we're not discussing your health, we're discussing whether or not you want to be an organ donor. No, not for people, for medical science. You're a fucking freak. Need you under a microscope. That's what she said. Small penis joke. Oh. Self-burn. Oh, that's right. I got an email saying that I need to take my cat into the vets for just for yearly shots, and I'm like, that's very nice that they remember her. And then, yeah, like, when do I get? Why does no one email me about my yearly shots? I don't think people need yearly shots anymore. Wait, no we do. It's a fucking flu jab. What am I on about? The one that nobody does. I wonder I wonder if animals tend to get their shots more than like humans get the flu shot. Because like I know there's probably going to be the pet parents like, oh, I've got the one cat it doesn't see anything ever, I'm never going to get the shot, or like they're lazy and whatever. But like I feel like the way that it all works with animals, like I wonder if it's just, especially in some areas that I'm not going to point out and laugh at you, might be more into getting the shots for the animals than themselves, is what I'm trying to wonder. Like with all the anti-vax shit that's happened. Oh, I don't get the flu shot because the government's tracking you, but I get one for my little cute Catamus Maximus because I love their soft, silly little face. I wonder if that's a statistic you could even find, because I don't think... I feel like that would have to be like a research done one. Which leads into all sorts of issues, because I doubt vets log cats getting done versus cats not getting done. It is a morbid thought of the, oh, do you reckon your animals get more attention than people nowadays? I do feel like if I was living on the streets, I'd probably feed Susie first half the time. So you know what, that makes sense. Actually, I feed Susie first in the mornings, but it's different because I have enough food for everything that's going on. She just yells at me. She's like, you've been awake for all of 2 minutes. I heard you move. Feed me, father. Come on, this is feeling like a good one, even though I'm at the back end. Off we go. Well, fuck that, but let's just eke it out, see what happens. Oh, we're really fucking this one. That's over. Yeah, occasionally I do think about the fact that the doctors didn't want to talk to me again. I'm just like, is that normal now? I don't know. It's hard to gauge if it is normal because I feel like there's still very much a trend of I only go to the doctors if I'm not doing well. So there's not really many people to ask. Like, I do feel like I'm a little bit out of the norm in at least my demographic of, like, going to the doctors just because it's been a fucking while. I feel like I need to be a lot older or have parents and be a lot younger, so parents who are forcing you to do it. Because I do feel like there's definitely, like, and before I find out I was a sickly little shithead of a kid, but I do feel like growing up you go to the doctors a fair bit more frequently. It's like, my tonsil hurt. Okay, doctors. I've hurt my finger, doctors. Missed checkpoint. Ding. Okay. I'm thinking I need to make a cup of tea with some honey in it afterwards. It's wild to me that streaming does such a number on my voice. Like, I know you're talking a lot more. But I haven't, like, when I play video games, like, I'll put on funny voices and I'll yell and shit, and I haven't really done that streaming. I have occasionally, but it just kind of makes you go, oh, there's a lot of fucking time normally when I'm gaming with mates, so it's, they're carrying the conversation. It's not me, so I'm not using it as much. But like, I would have thought the yelling maybe would have compensated for that. But no. Anyway, more of the story is Huntington tea. God, I'm not. I've only gotten one better best. Ding 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 ding. Though I do tangent from this game, because it was a while ago we were talking about the ghost mechanic and like how you could not necessarily build another game. Like we're trying to work out another way to build a ghost into the game that wouldn't just be fucking cheese. I still can't think of a game other than races where like a ghost... And now that I've just said that, I remember fucking Dark Souls has the entire mechanic with the bloodstains. And oh god, why did I forget about that? Damn! Now I look like a twat. I'm gonna have to go back to that VOD and just put a comment underneath it, be like, "You're a twat, you forgot about Dark Souls." And then, like, my comment's gonna get all the attention. How did I talk about putting a ghost mechanic in a game for, like, 30 to probably 60 minutes, being like, oh, like, what kind of game could we build to put a ghost mechanic in? Oh, da da da. Fucking ignoring Dark Souls exists. Am I a fucking idiot? Yes. Oh, well. Are you saying Dark Souls is the most important thing? Is Dark Souls the most important thing? Are you going to stand by that? Nah, I didn't fucking think so. I still haven't touched Bloodborne. I should check to see if there's an emulation for PC that runs well for it yet. Oh, speaking of things for PC and stuff. Can fucking Steam release the Steam OS for PC yet? Like, I get they want it done to a certain level of polish. But like, I don't know how many people watch LTT religiously-ish, but like I've gotten back into watching them. There's a challenge going on where a few of them all install Linux, and it's from like the perspective of like someone who's trying to start Linux for the first time. It's like they've done the research, been like, okay, this is like one that seems to be good at the time and whatnot, and like they've all ended up on different ones. And like, it's kind of just like, straight up the video starts off with a reminder of like, this is how many different versions of Linux there are. So like, good luck playing tech support on that fucking mess. And like, I get like, there's the nerdiest of nerds who are doing it, so there's gonna always be like some help to a degree with it all. But I feel like everyone's at this point going like, Windows is so shit, and like, Mac's a bit hard to play video games on because, well, you can't just put Mac on whatever you want on. So yeah, it's like, okay, well, Linux is going to have to be the option at some point, but like, I don't really want to go down the rabbit hole of getting one. Like, it's going to be a case, if I did it now, it'd be a case of like messaging a few people like, hey, what are you on? And it wouldn't be a case of, is it any good? Do you know enough to fucking point out what goes wrong? Like, I honestly, this period of time in my life could have been the best time to switch to it, because if I could have had all the time to work it out. But it's just like, no, it's so much. Which is why I want Steam to fucking pull its finger out and fucking release theirs. Even if it's not perfect yet. Because what I think will happen is, there would, like, I'm going to compare it to Skyrim. Skyrim has one of the most important mods to it is the big fix mod. The one where it fixes everything that fucking Todd Howard and the crew never fucking fixed. Like, you know, like, we've all got that. Ah, that felt good. Like, there is just that one mod that fixes all the things. So what I feel like would happen is SteamOS would come out, they'd have their main branch, which is what everyone starts off with. There would be that one branch that is, well, not branch, but like fix. That, I'm going to finish this and then we're probably going to call it because I've just seen the ad thing pop up. There's that one branch that everyone gets when they download it, and then there's that one patch that everyone probably subscribes to get it, and then there's probably going to be juggling between Steam and the communities working on that patch to implement their fixes, and Steam would probably do it in their way instead of the community way and whatever, and then there'd be juggling between the two. Like, it'd be this constant back and forth, but you would... And it does feel a bit rude to be like, oh, you'd be relying on the community for big companies Steam to get this shit done. Like, Steam would probably do something nice and all that shit, but my main thing is something would form around the SteamOS to fix the problems, much like all the other distros of Linux and stuff. You'd have all... there would be a channeling of so many people going onto the one distro of Linux that you'd find that it would become quite stable because it'd be all the people finding the issues and fixing the issues and telling how to fix issues. It's like you'd still get that Linux experience of some degree of needing to fix shit, especially early on. But I feel like you'd narrow people away from all the different ones and they'd be able to help out more. And you'd find more people move over, so there's more reason to do it. And it would hopefully tame fucking Windows from being such shitbags of their operating system. I don't know. They need to get it out, and I really hope they get it out this year. I think they will with the Steam machine, which I have heard reports that they're still trying to release it this year. Which is... I can see why people might be like, are they sure they're going to do it? Because, like... fuck, it's spun out. Like everyone's like, oh, you're actually going to release a Steam machine because fucking parts are wild right now. Right, we're going to do one more. And then I'm going to see if we've got the mojo to raid anyone. I feel like a lot of it is like, do I know people who have? I don't like raiding random. We're going to do one more that wasn't that. Yeah. Moral of the story, I do want to switch to Linux because Windows is trash, and I feel like, especially with the age of computer parts going to be expensive, you probably want an OS that doesn't do too much, because you're going to need every fucking bit of information coming out of it. Because I feel like the big games aren't going to optimize themselves. The littler games, well, they're littler games, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, if you want to get that sweet last few... an extra year or two of your computer, you are going to have to switch near the end of its life. Alright, no, we're not getting any better at this. Let me quickly, while I thank all of you guys, I'm going to eyeball the Twitch, but yes, thank you to all the people who have rocked up. I know some of you are ones that I was like, oh, I haven't done a fucking thing for a while. Hey, look, I've DM'd somewhere, come on and watch my shit. But not all of you are, and like, no one's required to come out and poke their head in whatever. Yeah. Long and short of it, thank you all for rocking up. Oh my god, cat exploding. Good stream, welcome back. Yeah. I plan to definitely be here tomorrow. Because I have the interview in the afternoon, and I feel like I should be getting back into waking up early after that. But after that, I can't guarantee what I'll be doing. I think I will try to fit them in when I can, but if I accidentally get employment, I don't know when that will start and when the start times of that are, and I probably will talk more about it. But it feels like a bit more of a... it feels like it's a bit of a... on the nose? I think? Not on the nose, but like... not right... oh, jinxing, that's what it is. Feels like I'm going to jinx myself if I do it. But yeah. I am feeling fucking lazy. I didn't even, like, click to open I even clicked to open Twitch to see if there's someone to raid. I can worry about that next time. It's the first raid back. Who's going to tell me off? Probably someone's going to tell me off, but yeah. Oh, that's what I should do today. I should fucking put a fucking ending screen. Yeah, I can work on that. Anyway. What else did go wrong with the stream starter? Oh, I need to fix the music. That's right. I will go make notes and check all my notes and see what needs to be done. Fuck off, ad break. I see you want me to do one, but I'm not doing one. I'm ending the stream. I don't want that extra shekels from you guys.